Yo, what is up guys? Blake here, bringing you a pretty big announcement. As you can see by the title and the thumbnail, I am stepping down from Wiz, so let me get into that and explain. This is probably going to be a pretty long video. I asked that please you do not judge or make conclusions until I finish saying my piece, and then after that, you guys can let me know how you feel about it. But I don't want people like making judgments or assumptions when they don't really know the full story. So let me explain everything, and I hope it all makes some sense and you guys will see where I'm coming from. So I am stepping down from Wiz. Now what does that mean? How come I didn't say taking a break or quitting? Why do I say stepping down? The reason why is because I don't really know what I'm gonna do, and I'm kind of just gonna be taking it day by day. I think for the foreseeable future, I am taking a break from Wiz, which includes streaming it, making content on that. I'll still try to be somewhat active in the Wiz community, especially supporting my fellow friends and content creators and stuff like that. And I might pop in and sporadically, occasionally do a Wiz stream or something like that, or maybe even occasionally upload a video. But I am taking a legitimate break from playing the game and making content about it. Now, the big question is how long? That I really do not know. It could be a few weeks, it could be a few months. I doubt it would be like, a year or something. I would probably, like I said, still sporadically or, occasionally do a stream, or, kind of just, oh, there's a new update, or, oh, this happened in PvP, whatever. So I don't think I'll completely leave, but it won't be anything like before. And again, it will be very, very, very small compared to before. I'm not going to be uploading every day, or maybe even, ever again. Streaming the game, I don't know how often I will do that. It'll kind of just be, like I said, very occasional. So it might be I go a couple months and then do one stream. I might end up streaming once a week. I really don't know. I'm just taking it day by day right now. But I definitely am taking a legitimate unspecified break. Now, does this mean I'm quitting the game entirely? No, I'm definitely not quitting in that sense of the word. It's not like I'm never going to play this game ever again. This is such a big part of my life, and, I love everybody in the community and stuff. There's a very good chance that I would come back at some point in the future. Nowhere near the extent to where, I've made content over the last almost 2 years, right? It would kind of just be, like I said, an occasional, hey, let's check in on Wiz and the community, or, oh, this new update is kind of fun, so I might play for a bit. But the days of me making content on this game on a daily basis is definitely, my time has come, basically. So just to reiterate, I'm not quitting in the sense of never playing again. I'm taking a break for I don't know how long. And if I do come back in the future to some extent, I highly doubt it would ever be in the same capacity that I have been doing this for the last year and a half. What I mean by that is I probably wouldn't be uploading nearly as much or streaming as much, but it is possible that maybe I just need a break and then I'll come back and I'll play this game more in the future, or that I'll just do occasional streams. So yeah, I just want to make that clear. I hope that makes sense. It's really hard to explain, but now let's get into the reasons as to why I'm doing this, because obviously people want to know, right? So there's two main reasons. It's a culmination of many things, but I wanted to kind of keep it simple and get to the point. And for me, there were really two big reasons, right? And there's many reasons within them, but the first one is that this game is just not what it used to be for me personally. For a lot of you guys that don't know this, I've been playing this game literally since it came out. I'm pretty sure I made my first account like October. I have a record of an account from October 1st 2008, which I believe is a month after it released, but I'm pretty sure I played on opening week. I just ended up making a different account or something like that. I try to think about it and count how many hours I have played in this game, and honestly, I have no idea. But because I've been playing this game for, like I said, 13 years, with some breaks in betweens, whatever, but, it's been in my life for a very long time. I wouldn't be surprised if I had, 5,000 plus hours, even more than that, to be honest with you. And like I said, when you've done something so much, even if it's amazing, it gets repetitive. It loses that magic, that new, vibe and everything. So I think it's just my time to go, basically. And, I don't hold any ill will towards the dev or anybody in the community. I love everybody. I really do love this game and I love this community, but it is my time to step down. So that's kind of the biggest reason. I think there's also, it feels for me at least, and I kind of talked about this on stream, is that even though they keep adding worlds, and Lemuria was a great world to quest through relative to other worlds, I feel like they're really missing the bar on endgame content. It's been 13 years plus that the game has been out now, and the endgame content is pretty much identical to what it was back in 2008, right? You finish the world, you farm the last boss for the end gear, and that's it. There's nothing else. Now, granted, you know, you have to give the devs credit, and Kingsdale, they have added things like Beast Moon and Decathlon, which is great, but that's not everybody's cup of tea. And I think a big part, at least for the PvE side of things, is that every world is kind of just, it's the same thing, just a different story. And for some people, that's great, especially if you only play Wiz, you know, occasionally, like if you buy membership when the new world comes out, you gotta play that. It's awesome, right? But for people who play this game every day, year round, when you have to wait a year for an update, and that update is just a new world with the same copy paste setup as all the other worlds where you quest through it, there's a final boss, you farm that, it's just not enough content and not enough things to do within a year. So I really hope that they end up working on endgame content. They could add scaled dungeons, guilds, more incentives to actually be in the final world past, you know, just questing and doing the final boss. So that's part of the features. And then PvP, I think the devs did a fantastic job with this whole Rochambeau meta. I still think it's way too early for people to, you know, make conclusions about it, because there's still going to be a period where people need to get used to it, and, you know, the devs might make tweaks and changes, but the devs have been working so hard to try to make PvP better, and I give big props to them. It's just, like I said, this kind of ties into what I said earlier. I've done so many PvP games. I mean, in this meta alone, and this is just my fire, right, who has 1,000 games. In this meta alone, I probably have, like, I don't even know, dude, 5,000, 10,000 games, something like that, in this age alone. And that's not even including first, second, third age, right? So for me, it's kind of just, you know, I've played this game so much, and even though it's changing, and in a lot of ways for the better, at least PvP, you know, it's still just, I've done so much of it that it's just not the same for me anymore. And I would never want to put on a facade. You know what I mean? I'd never want to be fake and act like I'm enjoying it, or act, you know what I mean? I'm never gonna be like that. I'm always gonna keep it real with you guys, always keep it honest, and, you know, that's just the realities. That's just not the same for me anymore. So, you know, like I said, maybe I need a good break, and then I come back in the future. They add new updates and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So that's the biggest reason. Obviously, like I said, it's not just one thing. It's a, you know, a culmination of a lot of things, but that's basically the gist of it. And then the second reason is financial stuff. So over the last year and a half that I've been doing it, a lot of you guys know that I basically decided to take a break from school to continue pursuing this, which was honestly the best decision I've ever made, because you can always go back to school, but you can't always get an opportunity like this. And I'm so incredibly lucky and grateful to have had this opportunity to just make content in this community, and for so many people to support me and to make so many new friends and be a part of this community. It's been unreal, honestly. Absolutely unreal, and I just want to thank you guys so much for that. But the reality is that, you know, the world runs on money, and I have to play by the rules, you know what I mean? So I think the best way to explain it, and I've thought about this a lot, is that I think my mindset and my priorities shifted. So before, my mindset was, I'm gonna chase my dreams, chase my goals, and the money will follow as long as I'm putting in the work and the effort. And for some people that might work if you get lucky in certain situations, etc., right? But for the vast majority of people, it's the other way around. You got to get your priorities, you got to get your necessities, you got to take care and do what you got to do, and then you can follow your dreams and all that other stuff, right? So that's kind of the conclusion I've come to now. Thanks to you guys, I've been able to save up enough money, you know, from streaming and YouTube and stuff like that, where I'm comfortable short term. I don't have any short term stress. But there will be a day, hopefully many years from now, but there will be a day when, you know, I'll get married. I definitely want to have kids, right? I might buy a house, I might need to buy a car, etc., right? All these expenses, I'm gonna have to pay for my kids' tuition and, you know, pay for their stuff growing up. And I want to be a good father. I want to be a good husband. I want to be a good family member. And I have a duty and obligation to those people, you know, to take care of them, right? So even though, yeah, I'm 23 and, you know, I'm doing good right now, etc., I need to take care of my future and set up a successful and sustainable foundation, so that I can take care of not only myself but the people around me. So I'm not saying this because I want you guys all of a sudden to start paying me or anything like that. You guys are like family to me. I care about you guys so much, and I want you guys to be good just like me, right? But, you know, I always want to keep it real with you and be honest. So that is a reason why I'm also stepping down, is because, you know, I do need to spend more time figuring out, you know, what I'm going to do and how I'm going to set up that future. So as of right now, that's kind of where I'm at, and those are the two biggest reasons as to why I'm stepping down from Wiz. So yeah, obviously the second reason doesn't really tie into Wiz specifically, but the reason why I brought it up is because, you know, it's kind of been like a job, you know, the last year and a half, making content and streaming and stuff, doing it like every day. It's been a lot of work, you know, a lot of hard sacrifices. Now, that's not to say I didn't enjoy it. I absolutely loved it, you know what I mean? It was incredible, it was amazing. I cannot thank you guys enough for it, but it was a lot of hard work too. And, you know, I did treat it like a job job in some sense where, you know, I had responsibilities, there were quotas assigned to me, there were things that I needed to work on. So it wasn't just a hobby. I did take it seriously in that aspect. And while I'm still going to take streaming very seriously, I should have said this earlier in the video, but I'm not ending streaming. I'm not stopping any of that stuff. I'm just taking a step back from Wiz, right? And I probably will be streaming a little bit less. I won't have time to make YouTube videos and stuff, but you know, this is my passion. This is my love. This is my life. There's nothing that's gonna ever stop me from doing this. No matter what happens in life, you know, whether I have to, you know, get a 9-to-5 job or go to school as well, whatever, it doesn't matter. I will still make time to just, you know, keep streaming, keep making content, and just keep doing what I love. I hope that makes sense and you guys get where I'm coming from. This is by far, easily the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my entire life, you know, because I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into this for the last year and a half, building it from nothing. I mean, literally nothing. I still remember back when I had less than, you know, 50 subs, and I would be asking people individually, hey, can you check out my channel? You know, I just uploaded this video. I've been working really hard on it. Can you give me some feedback? And, you know, it has been such an incredible roller coaster and journey. You know, starting from nothing and getting to where I'm at now, and it wouldn't be possible with you guys, and I'm just so, I cannot even put into words or begin to express just how grateful I am for you guys, and for everything you guys have done, just all the love you've shown me, all the positive feedback, constructive criticism, you know, everything. It's just been eye-opening and just so wonderful. So I really want to thank you guys, and I hope you guys understand and respect my decision. But yeah, this is something that I've been thinking about for a while now. This isn't some impulse brash decision that I kind of just came up with overnight. This is something that I've spent countless hours thinking about, and I think that this is what is best for me long term, even though it is extremely emotionally difficult for me right now to let go. It's really hard, I'll be honest, but I know that this is what's best for me long term and for my future. So I just want to thank all of you guys for supporting me along the way, and it's just been, I mean, it's been nuts. So that was the hard part of the video. That was the tough part. You know, talking about, you know, the changes, stepping down, kind of my future. Now let's talk about the good stuff, because this video isn't all bitter. It's sweet too. There are some good things about it. So I kind of want to go over some of the good parts over the last year and a half. I want to give some thanks, and then I also want to talk about my future. You know, I want to talk about you know, what else I'll be streaming. You know, what's gonna happen with my Discord, my content, stuff like that. Because like I said earlier, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not quitting. I'm not stopping. It's not like I'm no longer, you know, disappearing off the face of the earth or something. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna be around. It's gonna be different now. All right, so real quick, I just want to share a few stats with you guys that you just might be interested in, because I was looking at it over, like, you know, my lifetime stats for streaming and YouTube, and some of these are pretty insane. So on Twitch alone, and I used to stream a bit back on YouTube before I started, not too long, but I have 2,189 hours streamed, which is 91 days. 91 days straight of streaming, which is, I loved every minute of it, and I just want to thank you guys, everybody that's come through to my Twitch channel or been a part of that. It's been crazy, but yeah, 91 days of streaming straight, like just non-stop streaming, basically. Obviously, this was over the course of, you know, almost 2 years, or, you know, a little over a year and a half, right? Yeah, like a little over a year and a half, but absolutely nuts. And then as for YouTube, 2.8 million views on the channel. 2.8. That's pretty crazy for the Wiz community, you know? And the fact that, like, 2.8 million. I don't even know how many videos I've uploaded, but I'm pretty sure it's like 500 or more. But that's just so unbelievably crazy to think about. So I just want to thank you guys all so much for that. Total watch time in hours is 455,000. That's insane, dude. If you do the math, which I just did right now, if you do the math and divide that, the number is, let's say my whole audience was one person just watching, right? That would be like somebody just watching my videos non-stop for 52 years, which is so crazy to think about. Like, that's actually, like, mind-blowing. And I can't believe that. We got, you know, like 14k subs on YouTube. I think like 13k followers on Twitch or something like that. And it wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So I know I've been saying thank you, but I really cannot thank you guys enough. This last year and a half has been life-changing, and I just want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for all the support, all the love you guys have shown me through the ups and downs. Everything's back when I was nothing, back when I, you know, it's crazy, just all of it. I can't even, like, fathom sometimes, like, just just how far I've come and how far we've come as a community. And, you know, I wouldn't give it up for anything. And I just love you guys so much, seriously. I say it a lot, but you guys really are like family to me. And, you know, I wish every single person who's ever supported me, who's ever been around, watched my videos, you know, supported in any way, shape, or form, the best in life. And, you know, I hope that you guys all prosper and do what you love in life, because that's the most important thing. So, before now we get into the future, you know, talking about some really cool things that I'm going to be doing with, you know, content and stuff like that, I want to give some shout outs to some people that really deserve it, because, you know, it's just been, I've met so many great people along the way. So, let's talk about some of my fellow content creators that I've met and gotten pretty close with over the years. So, first up, I want to shout out my boy Devo, who has been just a really good friend of mine. He's just a great dude. I remember when I first started playing, when I first started streaming Wiz, I remember I went against him, and, you know, at the time he was bigger than me, and he had, like, you know, 3-4 times as many views or something. Like, he was averaging like 60 and I had like 15 or whatever. And I remember like first meeting him, and he actually rated me the first day I streamed on Twitch, which was really, really cool. And he's just a great dude, makes really funny content, just an awesome, solid guy. So definitely check him out. I'm gonna give links to all the people I'm talking about in the description down below, so definitely check that out. Next up, I want to talk about my boy Gume, who is just a really funny dude. He makes great YouTube videos, and he's also streaming on Twitch as well. Definitely check him out. You know, these are just the homies, you know, and I want you guys to still have good Wiz content. I know a lot of you guys already know these people, but just in case, you know, I want to give a little shout out, show some love, you know. But yeah, definitely check out Gume. He's hilarious. I've been watching some of his videos recently, and they crack me up. He's just got that natural, you know, charisma and that natural, like, funny part to him, and it's great. So next up, I want to shout out my good friend Ferric. Great dude. I mean, he's my PvE go-to guy, you know. I mean, he knows it all. So whenever I have any questions about PvE, or I don't know what I'm doing, I always hit him up. He has fantastic guides. He's always like the best at figuring out like how to, you know, solo bosses and do all this crazy stuff. And he's just a really positive guy, and he's very, very professional in his content, and he does just such a good job. So definitely check him out as well. Leaving all the links in the description. Next up, I want to thank my boy Thomas, also known as Awesome the Sauce, for being a mentor in a lot of ways. I remember like when I first started out, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. The growth was kind of exponential. It was crazy. You know, I didn't know what to think or what to do, and he gave me a lot of really good advice, and just was a good friend that I could talk to and always rely on. And he makes funny content too. His work ethic is something I cannot even, like, dude, I got mad respect for this man. The fact that he grinds every day, no days off, streaming every day, uploading every day. I mean, that takes some commitment on another level, and very few people are able to do that. So big shout out to the homie as well. And last but definitely not least, I also want to shout out my boy Ratbeard, who I've had some very, very interesting discussions and jokes with over the last year and a half. It's been a pleasure to talk to him and have him, you know, be a part of the community. You can say whatever you want about PvP and the game, but you cannot say that Ratbeard does not grind and work incredibly hard to try to make this game better. Even if you disagree or you don't see eye to eye, this man works around the clock and off it, and he really just wants what's best for the game and the community. He's a really funny dude, and you know, I'm really happy to have met him and to have been able to talk to him, and for him to have been such an active part of the community. So definitely check out all the homies that I just mentioned. Their links will be in the description down below. But yeah, I just wanted to show some extra love for those fantastic people. Next up, I want to shout out the people that have really helped me along the way. Big shout out to my friend Brianna, who I've known since before I even made content. Like, I've known her for a really long time, and she was there since the beginning, just always supporting me. She was the first person I told, actually. I remember, I still have screenshots of this, but back in, like, I don't know, January of 2020 or whatever, I was like, yo, I should make a YouTube channel. And I remember they were like clowning me, you know, my friends were clowning me, but it was like, you know, it was something I wanted to do, and, you know, it kind of just kept popping back in my head, like, you know, I should do this, right? Like, we should send it. And you know, I really want to thank her for the support. So yeah, she's been a great friend over the years, and I just want to give a big shout out to her. I also want to thank my boy Niceku, and also my boy Numchucks for helping out, especially in the beginning. They were helping me edit videos and do thumbnails and stuff like that, which is super duper helpful, because, you know, I was just going through so much stuff and, you know, working on content, and I couldn't do everything at once. And honestly, I'm not exactly the best with editing and thumbnails and stuff like that, so I want to give a big thanks to them. I also want to thank everybody on my team. Big shout outs especially to Emma and Nerd, who have literally been here since day one on Twitch. I remember, like, back when I was first starting out, it was nuts. Like, I remember the first day I streamed on Twitch, like, the growth was, like, seriously exponential. Like, I'm not even capping, dude. I think on YouTube I was averaging like 50 viewers literally 15, sorry, like 15, 10 to 15 viewers on YouTube, right? And then I started streaming on Twitch. I think my first stream, I had an average of like 40, and then by the end of the week, I was already averaging like triple digits, which was nuts, you know what I mean? I like didn't even expect that, and they were here since the beginning. Emma is kind of, you know, that person that just always keeps me in reality and always keeps me in check. She'll call me out on my BS. She'll call me out when, you know, I'm doing something wrong or I'm slacking, whatever, and that's the kind of friend you want in your life, you know what I mean? You want somebody that's always going to give it to you straight, because people that sugarcoat it or they tell you this or that, you know what I mean, like, it's not what's best for you. And she always cares about what's best for me, this community, and she's always just kept it real. And, you know, I can't thank her enough for that. And, you know, my boy Nerd, really good friends with him. He's just been such an incredible supporter, just always been there for me through the ups and the downs, and just, you know, absolutely love him. Great friend of mine. I also want to thank everybody else on my team. Big shout out to my boy Shady, especially for you guys here on YouTube. He has done the majority of the editing for my videos, and honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. He deserves a ton of credit, and it's just been amazing being able to talk to him, and, you know, he's helped me out so much, and he's an amazing person. He also streams as well, so you should check it out. I'll leave his link in the description. But yeah, he's just a super funny dude, good vibes, wholesome. Definitely check him out. And I want to thank everybody else on my team too, who has just been around and supported me. And, you know, there's just been so many people. There's no way I'll be able to thank everybody, but I just want to say to everybody that has directly, you know, supported me and helped me make my content and all of that, just know I love you seriously from the bottom of my heart, and I will never be able to express how grateful I am for everything you've done for me. So it's been nutty. And definitely last but not least is Mom PvP, who is an absolute goat. The majority of the thumbnails that you see have been made by her. I'm not even trolling. My mom helps me with my thumbnails. What usually happens is, like, I'll kind of be the creative, like, designer. I'll put it all together, give her everything, and then she, like, slaps it together, does her own take. And it's been so fun working with her, because my mom is, like, she's like my best friend, my coach, you know, she's just a fantastic, like, person. And she supported me so much over this journey. She definitely deserves a massive shout out for her beautiful work, and just for being there for me and supporting me mentally, and, you know, through the ups and the downs and all that stuff, and just, you know, being like my #1 fan and biggest supporter. And, you know, I have the best mom in the world, and, you know, I'm just so thankful for her. So again, thank you to everybody. Like I said, I definitely miss some people. This would be like a 5-hour long video if I took the time to individually shout out everybody, but, you know, I just wanted to say thank you. So now that I've said all my thank yous and I've explained, you know, why we're doing this, let's talk about the juicy stuff, the future. So this is for the people that just really enjoy me and my community as a content creator. Like I said, even though I do have to, my priorities have shifted. I'm gonna be a lot more busy working on other stuff, and I also won't be streaming Wiz. That doesn't mean that I won't be around. I'm still gonna be very active in my Discord server, which will be linked in the description down below. And I'm also gonna be streaming like a good bit on Twitch as well. Might be making different kinds of content. I really don't know. I'm kind of just taking it day by day and just doing what I got to do right now. But for those of you that do want to see kind of where I'm heading and what's happening, now is the time where I can kind of go over all of that. So like I said, even though I'm stepping down for Wiz, I'm gonna continue making content, all different kinds of content for years to come, and there's nothing that's gonna stop that. I'm serious. I really mean it. I love it. This is my passion. I wouldn't give it up for anything, so I'm not going anywhere. You know, I want to keep streaming, you know, for the rest of my life, honestly. So I don't see myself going anywhere, and I'm still gonna be making content and stuff like that. So if you're worried about me disappearing or, you know, not being there anymore, that's just not happening. I'm still gonna be there. So if you want to come support, show some love, or just stay in touch, let me explain how you can do it. So best way to keep in touch, you know, if you want to talk to me on a one-on-one personal basis or kind of just see what's up with me, is through the Discord server. So the Discord server got massively revamped recently. Big shout out to the mod team for helping me with that, because that was quite an endeavor. Basically we just cleaned it up, organized it, add some really cool features and stuff like that, and it's just a great place to come and hang out. Good vibes, positivity, good jokes, good community, good people. It's just a great place to be, so definitely check that out and join, you know what I mean? It's just a really nice place to just hang out and, you know, be a part of something, you know, that's just really nice and wholesome and stuff. So a great way to keep in touch with me too. I'm always trying to talk more in the Discord server, and then you can also DM me if you ever want to talk about anything. So yeah, the link will be in the description below. Tell your friends, tell your homies, anybody that still wants to, you know, be around me and my community and my content and stuff like that. So next up, the best way to kind of see where I'm at is Twitch. So for the foreseeable future, I'm probably not going to be uploading on YouTube, just because I'm gonna have a lot less time, and videos typically take a lot more work and stuff like that. This might change in the future, but for example, like this channel right here is probably gonna just stay inactive. I might end up switching it to different games in the future. Unlikely, I'd probably make a new channel. But all the videos I've uploaded in the past, like the 500 plus videos that I've made, are all staying up here. They're not disappearing. So if you want to just, you know, rewatch them, or if you haven't seen them, there's a lot of content on here. If I go live on Twitch and I'm streaming Wiz, I will upload the usual videos. So I usually upload like a 7-second video with a thumbnail that says live on Twitch on this channel, and I will continue to do that only when I stream Wiz. So this might not be for, you know, a few weeks, a few months, whatever. I don't know how often or sporadic or occasional it will be, but when I stream on Twitch and I stream Wizard 101, I will be uploading that video. So if you want to stay subscribed for that, otherwise, you know, I totally get it. If you know, don't want to subscribe anymore, that's perfectly fine. But that's kind of where I'm at with my YouTube channel. And then as for Twitch, like I said, that will kind of be my main place where I make content. You know, that's gonna be where I do most of my stuff from now on. So like I said, I might expand in the future, do YouTube again and stuff like that. But for now, it's gonna be mostly streams. The really cool part is that you guys can actually vote as to what I'm gonna be doing on Twitch, because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of different games and stuff like that, and you know, activities we could do. So I made this poll. It's like a Google form thing. It's open now, and I'll probably leave it open for like a week or so. So if you watch me, or you know other people that watch me and you want to share this link, go ahead. But it's just a cool way that you guys can, you know, you guys can vote basically and choose what you want me to play, what you want me to stream. I have a list of games and stuff up there, but you can also do some suggestions if something's not mentioned on there. So yeah, basically just wanted to throw that out there for anybody that's curious. So again, as for my schedule, I don't really have one for right now. I think it's gonna probably be something like, you know, 2 or 3 nights of the week. I'm gonna stream on Twitch, so at nighttime, and then on the weekends in the morning, I'll probably do like a stream as well. But I still need to figure out my schedule. If you want to keep you know, stay updated with stuff like that, join the Discord. Like I said, that's where I always post announcements and all that stuff. So that's a great place to just stay informed and get all the new information. But yeah, from basically from now on, I'm gonna be mostly on Twitch, and then Discord, of course. But yeah, that might change in the future, and if I do, I will definitely let you guys know. So I think that's about it. That was a lot. That was a lot to get off my chest and off my shoulders. I actually even wrote like a whole script for this video, and I've just been thinking about it like nonstop for a while now, and like it was really hard to, you know, put it all into words and stuff. But you know, I think this is bittersweet. Don't get me wrong, because it's very emotionally difficult for me to let go and to kind of step down, you know, after everything over the last year and a half plus that, you know, we've been through as a community, and just all the sacrifices, all the wonderful memories, all the good times, all the laughs, all the jokes, you know, all the connections I've made with people. It's really hard to, you know, kind of step back and let that go. But at the same time, you know, I know that this is what's best for me, and I'm confident in the future. It's going to be difficult, you know, it's going to be ups and downs. It's going to be a roller coaster. But, you know, I'm confident in the future, and, you know, I'm still going to, like I said, I'll still try to check around. I'm not like, oh, bye, Wiz community, see you later. Like, you know, I'll try to check in every once in a while. I'm still going to try to support, you know, fellow content creators and still somewhat be around. It's just not going to be like what it used to be. So, yeah, you know, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. I'm trying to focus on the positives. You know, I was really sad, like, doing the first half of the video, but, you know, talking about all this other stuff, it's cheered me up and stuff. But yeah, like I said, if you want to stay in, you know, I'm still here, man. So if you want to keep in touch with me, join the Discord, you know, stay around, and yeah, I wish all of you guys the best in life. Seriously, I mean that sincerely. I love all of you guys, and I really hope that you guys all find your own way, find your own passions, and do what you love and what makes you happy. I just want to say I'll never, ever, ever forget all the memories, all the connections I made, all the lovely people, and everything just amazing about this community. Even though I am stepping back and stepping down, it doesn't mean that, you know, I don't still love everybody and love this community, you know. It's had such a dramatic and, you know, significant impact on my life in such a positive way, and I just want to thank all of you guys for that, and, you know, spread some of the love and share it. So yeah, well, I guess this is the end, but it's the start of a new chapter, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited about it. I hope that some of you guys come stick around and see, you know, what's new with me, because I love you guys, and I'd love to talk to you more. But I also understand if you just watch me for Wiz, whatever, and you're like, all right, you know, bye. I get that too, and I'll still try to come, you know, around every once in a while. So thank you guys so much again. I love you guys. I really do. And I wish you guys all the best. So I guess this is signing off, dude. The last video I'm recording feels weird to, like, you know, just end it like this, but I guess so. So I gotta do one last outro, you know what I mean? Even though I won't exactly see you guys next time in a Wiz video, you know, I gotta do the classic one for old time's sake. So thank you guys so much for watching and for being here, all the support over the last year and a half. It has been absolutely insane and something I will never forget and cherish for the rest of my life. I really want to thank all of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, peace out, guys.